Hey. Okay. Hello, and welcome. This is a weekly reading vlog. Obviously, my hair is done. I'm really happy with it. I have been read before. I wasn't read for very long on this channel just because it was in a stage where I wasn't really making videos, but here I am, red hair, don't care. So I'm gonna give you I need to stop saying so before every sentence, and I'm sorry if I just pointed it out to you because you're never going to forget it now. Like, you will see it every time I say so before a sentence. Anyway, an update. I finished Neverworld Wake. I haven't decided on my rating just yet. It did get a bit better toward the end. However, I feel like it's been left in this open sense where, like, it could possibly be just a coma thing that I was like, please don't let it be that. But at the same time, there's information that she found out during the Neverworld that exists in the actual world that there's no way for her to really know, potentially. Anyway, I'm trying to decide how I feel about Neverworld Wake. It was a good, interesting read. Definitely a cool concept. I really liked how it was done. I liked there was a little bit of like a detective theme kind of happening where they're trying to find out how one of their friends died a year prior, which is kind of the reason they all also stopped talking. Yeah, deciding on my rating, but I did enjoy it, and it actually wasn't that like long of a read. It's just, it is a bit dense at the start, but it kind of eases up, so I don't know why. Maybe she realized she didn't need to be that dense, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's done. I've listened to a little bit more of Shadow of the Fox, so I am in part 3 now, and on chapter 21, The Legend of Oni no Mikoto. This is getting better and better as I go. It's really jam-packed with Japanese myths and legends, and it's just super cool. Like, it has Oni, it has Kitsune, it's a really fun time, and I think you should read it because you would actually really enjoy it, and it's just a good adventure novel. Also, visually, I feel like it would be an incredible anime. So, I haven't finished, but this will definitely get done by the end of the week because I have, Scribe says, about 5 hours. I listened to it 1.5, so maybe like 3 hours left of the audiobook. So I can't wait to see how it all gets together and everything happens. From yesterday, I have not read any of the Half-Blood Prince. I'm still on page 174. If only it was 394. Anyway, this I am going to try and plow through a little bit this week. I don't mind if this sort of just sits and keeps coming back in here and there. I might stop talking about it for a while and then like read a whole bunch and then talk about it again. I don't know. But this is one of my most memorable times rereading The Half-Blood Prince. I don't think the last time I reread I was really focusing on it that much, where this time I'm picking up a lot of details, a lot more than I feel like I have before. And I'm just also noticing the differences, like the key differences between the book and the films, and I'm finding it really fascinating, and I can't wait to get my hands on some hardbacks because I really want to annotate them, and I've got so many plans for my annotations, so I need to get my hands on some Harry Potter hardbacks. Yes. As for reading this week, I do want to finish off Always and Forever Lara Jean, the To All the Boys I Loved Before series. This is the smallest one in the series, so it really will not take me long once I get started. So that's going to be my next pickup. Hi! Yes. Okay. Bye! I really think I want to pick up Nevermore as well. I just want to know what the hype is about. I've heard great things about Wondersmith, the second in the series, and I just want to know what it's all about. But this is just as thick as this, so it's like, do I read them at the same time, or do I like wait until I finish this to read this? I don't know. I haven't decided. But I want to pick this up really soon so I can stop talking about how I think it's going to be amazing and start talking about how it is actually amazing. Then there is always my constant battle of wanting to read more of V.E. Schwab, either This Savage Song or Vicious. It might happen this week, it might not, it probably won't, I don't know, but these will be soon. Eventually. I also wanted to talk about some books that my mum actually brought back from our family house that's on the coast. My great-grandmother used to live there, and she had books that I think my great-grandfather actually collected, and they were just going to get rid of them. So I ended up asking my mum to pick up, I need to give them a bit of a like good clean, but I've got a copy of A Christmas Carol and Other Stories by Charles Dickens in these really cool classic style, and it's got images throughout it as well. Ooh, a police advice line. I don't think this would work anymore. But yes, it's got really cool illustrations throughout. These are a part of the Reader's Digest series, which I actually kind of took the Jane Eyre one back when I was 17. So I can add these to my collection too. Also got my mum to collect a copy of Moby Dick. I've never owned Moby Dick by Herman Melville. I've never really thought about reading Moby Dick, but I just really loved the classic style of these, and again, really cool illustrations. And then I did only ask for one of these. Oh, it's actually like a marbled effect. Anyway, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Yeah, I've also never actually read Sherlock Holmes, however I have watched a lot of Sherlock Holmes, and I also have read the Charlotte Holmes series. This one's illustrations are far more eerie, but still kind of cool to see. Like, wow, okay. Some classics to add to the collection that are actually like, I don't know, but potential first editions? I don't know, but pretty cool and free, so we love that. So yes, wish me luck on my reading this week. We'll see how much I get done. I have to be at my new job's head office, which is like an hour and a half drive away, for 2 days this week, and we are doing stuff from like 9:30 to 5, so I don't really know what that's going to entail, and I don't know if I'm actually going to get much reading done because I'm going to be meeting a whole like team of new people, so it might be rude if I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna go read now. I don't know. Anyway, I will see you in the next clip. Happy Thursday, everyone. I have had quite the jam-packed week, but I thought I would give you guys an update, especially because tomorrow I am going to my first pole workshop in so long, since I've done my shoulder and since I broke my toe, basically. I haven't really been able to do much because I've just been injured, like, consistently. So I'm doing that tomorrow, and then we are also putting up the Christmas tree tomorrow in time for my Friendsgiving / Friends Christmas that I am having Saturday night with a few people coming over. Then my friend Celeste is staying over and we are going to Particle for brunch on Sunday. And then I think I have a birthday dinner for my friend Kate on Sunday night. So we're gonna have a very full end of the week, and we had a very full start of the week, all work related towards the start of the week. Honestly, my life is overtaken by work right now. Hello. Okay, you sit there. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. I finished Shadow of the Fox. This was incredible. Like I've said, I highly, highly recommend if you love anime. I think you'll love this. I'm so annoyed that I didn't realize it was a series. Of course it's a series. Everything is a series now. So I have to wait for more answers from the next book, basically. But I would give this a 4 stars, I think. 4, 4.5, probably 4. I'm gonna go with 4. It's 4 stars. Yeah, it's just, I'll talk a little bit more about it in my monthly wrap up, but it was good. It was a great time. Yeah. And then I have just been reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I am currently on chapter 10, The House of Gaunt, and like, we're getting through it slowly. I think I'm just going to like get through this before starting any other handheld hard books, you know. I didn't bring my phone in with me, but I did end up picking up Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater on audiobook. I think I have only listened to like an hour and a bit of that. I'm not sure how I feel about it at the moment. We'll see. We'll give it a little bit more time, but currently it's a little strange. That's all I'm gonna say on it. Today I did pick up Sailor Moon Eternal Edition of Volume 2, so this matches my first Sailor Moon edition, this time with Sailor Mercury on the cover. I'm gonna keep collecting them. They're so, so beautiful. We have Tuxedo Mask. Yeah. I will be reading Volume 1 soon-ish. Eventually. It's on my list of what I need to read, but yes, I'm just gonna collect these because I was thinking about getting Sailor Moon, the manga, for ages. For so long I kept looking at prices, I kept looking at who had it, who didn't, all that sort of stuff. And then these editions started coming out and it was just meant to be, I think. I was just meant to wait and get these amazing editions. I am also lucky that I am in a position at the moment that I get reading arcs. So I have a few here. I have an edition of Damsel. Now Damsel is actually a November release, but I'm just not sure how much I'm going to love it, so I thought I would get the arc from work instead to see how I feel about it, and then if I really love it I might get the really nice cover, because like this is pretty much the cover that it went with, that was chosen, so it is a beautiful cover. We'll just see how much I like the story. Then I did also pick up The Raven Tower, which is a fantasy and it is out in February next year. I just got very excited about the fact that my new job offers arcs, so I thought I would give this a whirl. It's not exactly a heavy fantasy, it's pretty short, so yeah. And then A Danger to Herself and Others. This is also out in February. This one is a young adult contemporary, and I basically saw that it was intended to make you cry, so I got it. Because I haven't had a good cry from a contemporary in a little while, but also I've not really been reading contemporary, so that could be why. But yeah, just to add to my massive TBR list, I have reading arcs now as well. So that is all I have for you at this time. I'm just gonna keep reading. I need to do a little bit more work from home, which is just not what anyone wants to do, but what I have to do right now. I will see you probably tomorrow. Hey guys, so a little explanation. I have decided to collate last week's vlog and this vlog together because these 2 weeks I'm just not able to film as much as I was hoping I could. Last weekend went really great. I really loved having my friends over, and then the next day I unfortunately had a nauseating migraine, so that was great. It's not exactly how I wanted to spend my day with my friend Celeste. She was staying over and we were going to Particle for her first time. Obviously not my first time. But we still went to Particle. I still wanted to troop out, but no food was had, basically. So that was a little bit sad. But anyway, she was really lovely, really caring, and yeah. Bless your soul, Celeste, because I know you're watching. Hello. Hi. Cool. Awesome. Just got everyone now. Reading update. I haven't been able to get as much reading done, similar to filming. This 2 weeks are crazy, and I am just coming into this position as a manager, and I just want to make sure I'm doing right by my staff, so I'm kind of focusing a little bit more on that at the moment and just making sure that my mental health stays as good as it can and I don't completely stress myself out, which I'm like on the verge. I'm very close to stressing myself out, but everything's fine and everything's looking a lot better in my store, so don't know what let's ignore that, and I will update you on my audiobook. So I continued on with Shiva by Maggie Stivada. I definitely don't love it as much as The Raven Cycle. It has not gripped me in the same way. So I have about 8 hours left of Shiva, and it is a 11-hour audiobook, so I'm really not that far in. Yeah, I'm seeing how I feel. I think like a turn of events just happened that will make it a little bit more intriguing, but I'm also curious how this is a series, because it doesn't seem like the stakes are high enough to have longevity, but we'll figure it out. We'll see where it goes. I am excited because Scribed just added a whole bunch of new audiobooks that I'm super keen for, so I actually really kind of want to get it done so that I can listen to one of the many ones I now have saved. Then, of course, I'm still going with Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I am in the middle of Hermione's Helping Hand on page 213. I really do want to focus on this, but I also just really felt like a contemporary, so I picked up Always and Forever Lara Jean. This is such a fast read, honestly. I am currently on chapter 16, which is page 127, and I'm curious, like, what... I know one thing that happens in this. I don't know who it happens to, but I know one thing that happens in this. And I'm just like waiting for it to happen, but nothing seems that drastic at the moment. So I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna happen, and it's just yep. Okay, I'll just have to deal with it when it comes up. Of course, I am loving this. I really adore the world of Lara Jean, and these characters are just so cute and sweet, and I just want the best for them. So this has been really nice and light to read, especially in my stressful days. So that's why I picked that up. Those are all the books I currently have going. Now I do kind of want to read Damsel, especially because the publication was cancelled in Australia. I don't know if it was cancelled elsewhere, but the distributor that picked it up in Australia cancelled it. It's not coming out. We never got it. So I am super curious. One of the other girls at work read this just before I got it, and she did say that she didn't think it was a YA novel, which is what it is marketed as, because it's got some really heavy stuff in it. So I'm just super curious now. So that is all I've got going at the moment. I am getting a little bit more into the Christmassy spirit, as I'm sure you would have seen. We put up our Christmas tree, and Harry Potter really helps with that. So I think I kind of want to focus on getting that and hopefully finishing the last two in the series this month. For now, I shall leave you here and I will talk to you soon. Happy Sunday, everyone. I have just had a very overwhelming Sunday. To explain to you, one of my best friends, Amanda, moved up to the Gold Coast at the start of the year, and I've only seen her like a couple of times throughout this year. All times I knew she was coming down. Today, she surprised me. And I will link below the vlog that she surprises me in, because I honestly like wasn't expecting it at all, but it was something that I really needed at this time, and it was so great. And we went to our favorite place, Particle, and had some lunch. So hello. So that was super, super, super lovely, and it did mean that I did not get as much reading as I thought I would get done today on my day off, but for all good reasons, obviously. For my final weekly / 2-weekly update, although I did do an update at the end of last week roughly, I think, I don't know. It's a mess doing 2 weeks. I don't think I'll ever do it again. For my audiobook Shiver, I have about 7 hours to go. I am roughly halfway, almost halfway through. I still don't really know how I feel about it. Like, it's an okay story, but I'm not like totally in love with it, if that makes sense. So I am kind of just excited to get it done with, but at the same time I'm sort of choosing to listen to music a little bit more at the moment than I am to the audiobook. For Harry Potter, I think from the last time I talked to you, I've literally only gone a few pages, so I am on page 220, still in Hermione's Helping Hand chapter. I think almost near the end. Yeah, literally the next chapter is right there. But I was very sleepy last night, so didn't get to the end of the chapter. They have such long chapters in Harry Potter, it's kind of crazy, but still like slowly but surely getting my way through Harry Potter. And then my goal is to actually finish this tonight. Always and Forever, Lara Jean. I am on page 198, so I think I only have like just over 100 pages left. Yeah, about like 110, so really not that much. Super fast reading with this, but like it's the time of year where like everyone's doing Vlogmas and is like a little bit more active on YouTube and stuff like that, so I'm really enjoying watching those as like my downtime at the moment. So I don't want to call it a reading slump, because I'm still enjoying the stories that I'm reading. I'm just not reading as much, because when I want to like de-stress after work, I just like take Fox here for a walk, and then I come back and I just watch YouTube or a TV show, you know? Anyway, I'm a little bit sad as well because I still haven't got my advent calendar, and we are like 10 days into December and it's like a full month advent calendar. I think it's going to come tomorrow on Monday. I really hope it's gonna come, and I'm trying to decide if I want to wait and make it like a 12 days of December thing but open 2 things a day, or if I just want to open all the things at the one time, which is probably what will happen. I don't even know why I'm discussing it or even thinking about it. I'll probably just open like 10 things at one time, because who doesn't love opening a bunch of things at one time? That is it for this week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!